When someone says, I know X, and X is any claim at all, what they're not actually saying is, I am certain that X is the case. Or even, I am justified in believing that X. No, what they actually mean is, the best idea I have at the moment is X, and I've got no good criticism of X. When people say they know X, they're not saying they can't actually change their mind. Yes, of course, some people are dogmatists and claim not to doubt X when X is either something really obvious or something that's really important to them. But their thinking these things does not change the true structure of knowledge, or that they are, in fact, like all of us, fallible humans. People are always fallible. We're prone to error. We should know that even if they claim to have no doubts, we should doubt that very claim. Or better yet, understand that if they thought better about these things, then they would, like us, understand that although knowledge is genuinely possible, the feeling that one is certain is no guarantee at all that one is in possession of the final, ultimate truth. That final, ultimate truth is something we aim for, but it's not something we can ever know to have obtained. The justified true belief mistake, which was handed down to us from Plato, remains deeply ingrained in our language and our ways of thinking about knowledge. But it's just that. It's a mistake. Knowledge isn't anything to do with being justified true, which is to say, in some way finally shown not to be possibly false. And nor is it about the beliefs of people, what's said to be going on solely in conscious minds. Instead, knowledge is very much a real thing out there. And it's not just imagined, it's abstract, and it's instantiated in physical objects. In other words, physical structures are arranged in particular ways in order to code the knowledge. So, for example, brains encode knowledge. But so do our computers and telescopes. All those structures encode causal relationships between objects so that something useful can be done with the information. Popper understood that knowledge is real and possible. But many people think he rejected knowledge because they think his entire philosophy is about falsificationism. So they think that Popper's philosophy says something like, you can be sure about those things you have falsified, but not about anything else, or something like that. But that's wide of the mark completely. Popper did not think you could be sure, as in certain or absolutely 100% without a doubt for all time satisfied, that anything was true or false. No, he didn't believe in confidence levels at all. Everything we know is always conjectural, which is to say, tentative or provisional. It contains truth, but it's not the final truth. Knowledge claims are explanations about what is true. Falsification, or refutation more broadly, rules out some explanations, theories, ideas, hypotheses, as being good explanations. Now, David Deutsch sharpened up this idea even more. An experimental refutation makes a theory almost impossible to vary in such a way as to account for the refutation. We know something when we've an explanation, when we've found an answer to a problem. We have obtained knowledge when we've discovered something that allows us to move forward. None of this means we need to be justified or certain or believe that what we're doing is the truth. Knowledge is just useful information. Useful because it solves a problem. And it solves a problem because it accounts for how it does. That is to say, it's a good explanation.